The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. Fuck, more drama. All drama.
Always.
Always. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to McStabber Studios, Kansas City, a domain divided. I am the completely not doing drama storyteller, Shanky McStabber.
And I am Mama McStabber, and tonight I am playing Dr. Katerina Rakosi of Clan Zamitzi.
I'm Dale, and I'm playing Callum McFarlane of Clan Ventru.
Marie, and I'm playing Rashad Giovanni of the Hakata.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red, and I'm playing Gwen Schultz of the Ministry.
And good evening. Last week, it was Meeting of the Werewolf. That's all. That's the best way to put it, because this group met with some werewolves, found out some fucked up shit. Technocracy is in town. But that's minor. That's not the fucked up shit. The fucked up shit is the Union Pacific Railroad. And
while Bo may be thirsting after the Shadow Lord, the Glasswalker was hot.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta do one thing real quick.
If you gotta go.
Hey. Yes, Mommy.
Yeah, I mean, that was a bit of a thing for them, and they've got plans now that maybe you'll get to see come to fruition. But they've also got to do some, they found out about a PI that they need to square away, a dead PI. So they need to find some info about him. So as we're going to open up tonight, we're going to actually open up a cat's place where the veil is haggard as the coterie is gathered to try to get information from her spirit. Now, Rashad has found out that the name of the PI who committed suicide was named Brad Nicholson. And thanks to Kat's contacts there in the morgue, they managed to get hold of his wedding band, which is a feather. But I'm going to turn it over to the players as they've gathered to see this.
Now, Rashad, I was able to get this for you, but she hands out the wedding ring. It's not going to get destroyed in this process, is it?
It shouldn't, unless this person is odd.
This needs to go back. His family's due to come in tomorrow to pick up his personal effects.
That should be fine. We may want to wash it off first, but it won't be destroyed or harmed.
Okay, good. Have at it.
Is everyone sure they want to be here for this?
Of course. It's not every day.
All right. Shard will take a small metal chalice and place the ring as well as a picture of this person, and will cut we'll say put his wrist into a rouse check's worth of vitae inside. Do the thing.
And here it starts, the rouse checks.
I feel like you guys are speaking this into existence.
To be fair, you said it first today.
It's going to be fine.
On stream.
So,
I will cast Summon Spirit.
okay. So as you've willed your blood, yeah, you get hungrier from the effort. You haven't done this before, not outside of, your practice and learning this particular ability. But for Summon Spirit, you're going to make your Oblivion ceremony roll. The difficulty on this is a level 1 power, so it's difficulty 2. And as you put your vitae on the fetter, you feel the magic go out. Your necromantic powers. If this individual is in the Shadowlands, it'll be coming.
It is done. They will make their way here as soon as possible.
I assume you're outside, not in the house? Okay. Just want to assume that.
Yeah, we're in the back 40. Yeah.
Rashad will pull out a box of matches and just keep them in hand just in case.
And it starts off as you hear a wind that's not there. Noises that come from nowhere. It's not screams, it's just oddities.
Do I sense anything
No,
from the earth?
nope. But there's no wind, but you hear it. Sometimes it sounds like maybe rain falling. That's not there. Sometimes it may be dust hitting a glass window. None of this is here. And then shadowy form coalesces in front of you. The veil is thin enough here that when you use Summon Spirit, it pulls him through the veil. He is here with his fetter. And it was a middle-aged man, bald head, kind of short, stocky. And his eyes he looks over each of you.
Can we see him as well?
All of you see him.
Pulled over? Okay.
He's over. He's here. Once he coalesced, he's almost appears as physical as the rest of you, though the edges of him are frayed a little. What did you just do?
Nicholson, I have summoned you back. I have need of your services.
Wait.
I would.
So I'm alive again?
No.
Okay.
I've allowed you to exist in our world again for a time. I would like to offer you the opportunity to seek justice, I suppose. I'd like to know how you died.
Sure as fuck didn't kill myself. Tell you what, you want me to help you and do something, you're going to help me. Very simple. Tell my wife that I did not take my fucking life.
I can deliver the message, but you should understand the people who hurt you will be likely to go after them if they start to ask questions.
Just tell her I said don't dig. That's why I'm dead. I died to protect them.
Deliver the message. Can you tell me about the manner of your death? Did you see it coming?
Yeah. They held my fucking hand. They put the gun in my hand, put it to my head, told me pull the trigger. Otherwise, they'd hurt my family.
Do you know the name of the person who did this?
No fucking clue. They didn't even tell me why.
Can I ask
What were you-
something?
May
Why
I speak?
did they make you shoot yourself, or did they physically move your hand?
No, they put the gun to my head with their hand in mine.
Okay.
It was a man. He had a mask on. I don't know who the fuck he was. I was apparently had my nose in shit I shouldn't have been digging into.
There was a woman you were looking into.
No, I was investigating that event that happened in the nightclub area about a month or two ago.
Which event?
The terrorist attack. One of the families hired me
Yes.
to find out what happened because the police gave him the runaround.
What did you learn?
Not fucking much. My contacts didn't want to say anything. The police didn't want to tell me anything, kept getting a runaround. Then a buddy of mine that owed me, we were in Desert Storm together. He told me Operation Jezebel, or codename Jezebel. And if I didn't want to have something bad happen, I'd stop looking.
And you didn't? Why?
Don't look, I'm hired by somebody to do something. I do it. That family wanted closure. They didn't believe the bullshit that was told them. It's a fucking bullshit story, and everybody knows it's a bullshit story. Just nobody had the guts to do anything, so I was hired to look into it, and I was going to find out what happened. Why
Do you still want to know what happened?
Why the damn state suddenly cremated bodies of family members before the family could come look at them? What were they hiding?
Do you still want to know the answer to these questions?
Look, I don't think it fucking matters anymore to me. I'm fucking dead. And it's fucked up over here. I got enough problems on this side. This is some fucked up shit. You know how hard it is to go and see my wife and her blaming herself, thinking she drove me to suicide, and fucking, I'm there. She don't know it.
What if I can offer you the opportunity to not have to go back there and ease out for a time? Stay and work for me. You can at least look after your family. I can't guarantee they will be safe forever, but it is better to have the chance to do something to help them than to be helpless, is it not?
So you'll make sure my family's okay and taken care of?
I will do everything in my power to ensure they are safe.
And mine, Mr. Nicholson.
And you just call me Brad. That's what everybody called me.
Brad, is there something we could say to your wife when we deliver your message that would assure her that the message came from you?
Yeah, tell her it comes from Chrome Dome. She'll know the joke. It's a joke we had.
What is
Consider
your
it
wife's profession?
Oddly enough, she's just fucking secretary. She works at one of the banks downtown. Bank of America or some shit. You know, she job hops a bit. That's the problem.
What were you told about Operation Jezebel?
My buddy just told me. It's something I don't want to be involved in. Stop asking. Let it drop. I get the impression that
Who's your buddy?
it's Frank down at 19th Precinct. There's only one Frank there. Trust me, you'll find him if you go look for him. But I get the impression it was coming on. This wasn't something he was telling me of his own volition. It was kind of coming down from up high. Look, you know shit's gone weird in this city ever since that terrorist attack. Now suddenly fucking police states everywhere watching everything. Fucking FBI task force. Real convenient they got here that quick, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Fucking bullshit. It's a false flag.
There are many secrets that you did not know, and now you have the potential to start learning them.
Speaking of that, everyone else or most everybody I see glow. When I was coming here, you all don't fucking glow. You all look like fucking rotting corpses until, however you put me on the real world, this side. Now you look like fucking people again, but you're fucking walking corpses where I come from.
I'd say we are both, in a way, dead. Foreign to this world, just different.
So how do I become that then? I want to be dead, but on that side. With you, this side here, not...
Unfortunately, you've missed your opportunity.
Fuck. That's the fucking story of my life.
Because
The best.
this has to happen just before the moment of death.
Oh, shit.
The best opportunity you have to be on this side is to work with him. And she nods her head at Rashad. It won't be the same as us, but it can bring you over here more.
I'm not even supposed to talk to you all. You know that, right? Apparently there's fucking rules over here. I'm not supposed to talk to the living.
We're not living.
Okay, that's a fair point. Empirical evidence
Sure
suggests you're
you-
not.
That working for me will come with its benefits as well as its detriments. But people like me are not always kind to your kind.
Do you know what they
But-
fucking do over here? They turn motherfuckers into money. You want to talk about fucking capitalism? They turn people into money. You gonna do worse than that to me?
No.
You ever had a screaming coin in your pocket?
No.
Want to see one?
Not particularly.
Kind of.
Reaches into his pocket and he actually pulls out. It's a black kind of. It's got a silvery kind of a metal sheen to it, but it's black. And it's obviously, it kind of reminds you of an old Pieces of 8. It's clearly segmented so it can be broken. But as he holds it, as soon as it comes out of his pocket, you hear moaning, crying, laughing, not from one voice, from multiple voices all at once coming out of it. It's very low, but out here, you can hear it. This is the fucking money.
She looks at Rashad. It's like, can I touch it?
Going to try.
And Gwen holds out her hand to see if he'll let her touch it.
And he looks at it a minute, he puts it in your hand. Now, you want to see something really fucked up? Break it.
She looks at Rashad.
Is your choice?
She'll break it.
Okay, you got 2 pieces. Then he looks at you and goes, now, touch 2 pieces together.
She does it.
And it reforms back into 1 coin. I need that back because that's the only one I have. You know how hard it is for me to get that shit.
She'll hand it back.
He gets it and puts it back in the pocket. So what you're telling me is you're going to hire me in return for taking care of my family, right?
Of course. I'm not aware if you know about your fetters and where they are, but it would make the process easier if you told me where to find all of them.
Are you holding one of them? My wife's important to me. And I got a 69 Camaro SS. She better not sell that damn thing.
We can pass that message along too, if you like.
I fucking restored it myself by hand. It's fucking sweet, okay?
We'll ensure that your car is safe for as long as possible.
I guess we got a deal. I guess, what is it, a contract? I don't know what you want to call it.
A contract.
That works for me.
My friend and I are going to be taking care of some business related to some bad people later. Do you have any restrictions? Anything you won't do?
I'm fucking dead. What do you mean by restrictions?
Ethics.
Do the dead have ethics? I'm in a place
You
where they
tell
turn
me.
people into fucking money. I think ethics are a moot point at this junction of life or life, something.
Do you know what you're capable of? We have seen spirits that can mess with electronics and electricity and other things.
I can make shit move.
Hmm.
Nothing heavy. But,
Sandy.
you know, I could probably flip a light switch. I got enough to do that. If you get one of those new touchpad style, I can easily do that.
Hmm.
I can throw, paper and shit around. I'm working on it. Okay, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I got to get really angry, and then all of a sudden, I can do some shit.
That's funny because when I get really angry, I can do some shit too.
Can't we all, right?
Yeah.
I do have one question before we let him go. Does the name Julie Marsden mean anything to you?
It's funny. I did a bunch of internet searches. Operation Jezebel, Codename Jezebel, Jezebel. That was a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Betty Davis was in it. She played Julie Marsden.
Yes.
I know there's no fucking way Betty Davis is involved in this shit, though. So.
Wait, how do you know that?
Okay, you all claim you're dead. Wait a minute. So, wait, now you're making me think here. Does that mean Elvis is actually one of you? People kept seeing him. And Van Morrison, I heard Van Morrison was seen at a gas station one time.
I heard Capone was.
Oh, no, that motherfucker died of syphilis. He had fucking brain rot. There's no way he fucking...
The rumor, I guess. I don't know. I never met him.
It's possible, but I can't say I've met any of them. If you stay with me long enough, you may learn the answer to those questions as well.
Ain't got much else shit to do. I do want to warn you that sometimes I won't be able to come to help you. Storms over here on the other side get bad some nights. And you don't go outside in those unless you want to get your ass fucked up. Man, there's some creepy shit that comes out with the storms.
How do you get your ass fucked up if you're dead?
Oh, trust me, you can get hurt.
Death is not the worst thing that can happen to you.
You really don't want a little, what looks like a 7-year-old kid with sharpened fucking fangs coming after you. You think, oh, I can take her. No, goddamn, I saw her rip a man to shreds. Like, pulled his ghost body apart. It's fucking crazy.
If you need to take refuge, you are welcome to visit anything owned or controlled by me. I ask you not to cause problems. It becomes difficult to run a business if everyone thinks it's haunted. But I will do what I can to protect you.
The storms hit most places. There's a few places in the city that I've been told it's because of the emotional residue in the building that kind of keeps the storms at bay. It's all emotion shit, man. I'm telling you, it's weird. And we've got a fortress that we can hole up in. Never before have I wanted to go to the fucking stadium till now.
Interesting.
Makes sense, don't it? People go to the games, they fucking get all worked up emotionally.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense. Just the proximity is interesting.
Proximity to what? We're out in the middle of I don't even know where the fuck we are. I know I went west.
Yeah. We're about midway between Kansas City and Wichita.
Oh, okay.
Have a final question for you. There are methods that I can use to protect your wife if things happen to her. But if I were to do them, she would be brought into, say, the darkness. Would you want that for her?
I want her safe. Darkness don't sound safe to me.
If given the opportunity between death or darkness, which would you prefer?
And you see his eyes, they shift color to an all black color. I just kill the bitch.
Have I been told about that before?
Oh, I'm sure you have.
It's the shadow.
I was not asking you.
Well, I'm here for a minute. We got to talk. You want me to work for you? Us to work for you? Hey, no skin off my back. Once in a while, that deal you made with him, that don't count me. You're going to have to do me favors once in a while. Otherwise, I may have to cause issues.
What would you have me do?
I don't know. Call it an insurance card, something to keep in my pocket if I need it later. I can make things real difficult for Brad. What kind of a package deal?
I am willing to be cooperative with you and the other you, but I will remind you that I have just as much evil in me as you do. So do not test me.
We'll see. I have a feeling if I ask you for a favor, I'm going to need a little bit of that evil. If you ever come over on this side, you're going to find out what real evil is. We got a deal?
Yeah, we do.
And so you're aware, Brad don't know nothing about what we're talking about here. Don't worry. He's locked in a room for a second. I'll let him out. And then his eyes, the black fades and he's right back to who he was. What the fuck happened?
We'll explain later. For now, are you able to make yourself unseen by other people?
Whenever whatever you did to draw me here wears off, sure. I'm on your side. She fucking held my coin.
I would like for you to stay around me, unseen, and keep an eye out on things that I or my friends might miss.
I do it as I can. I get a day job here too, so I got to step away sometimes, depending on what they got me doing. But when I'm available, I'll stick around and find you.
I assure you, anything you have to do during the day is your business. Rashad will show his fangs.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That might wait. No, that shit's not okay. Wait a minute.
Cat shows hers.
Yeah. Okay. I guess if ghosts are real,
Vampires are too.
fuck it. That's not even the
That's
fifth
not
craziest
all.
thing I've seen this week.
So are mages,
Still not the craziest shit I saw.
werewolves.
I saw somebody walking around that was a literal suit of armor with spikes sticking out of it.
Okay.
That was their actual body.
That's weird.
It's not even the fifth craziest thing I've seen.
Is there anything else you need?
Nah, I'm good. Just anybody got a smoke?
Sorry, I don't smoke.
Can't get smokes over here.
If it would
Brad?
make you feel better, I will take care of it later.
That'll work. We'll see if do I have lungs still? I feel like I'm here, but I don't feel heartbeat. I'm not breathing.
All right, that was all I needed from you for tonight. For now, rather. I will ask that you respect this land and territory. Does not belong to me. And I would really prefer us all to stay on positive footing with one another.
Hey, we got a deal. You're taking care of my family. We're going to be positive as we can be. Keeping it kosher. I like it.
I'll personally do everything I can to make sure your wife's work life gets easier.
Hey, that works.
Is there any information that you stored that wasn't in your office?
I kept on. Look, my wife and I had that fight about taking work home with me. I kept everything in my office, in the case files, and on my computer. Pretty much all on my computer.
Nothing you left in your car.
I'd have odds and ends in the car, but nothing case related. Do you know how often cars get broken into around here?
Yeah.
Did
Yep.
you have your computer backed up anywhere?
Well, yeah, on the cloud.
Can I have the login?
Sure. And he tells you a cloud account and a login.
Thanks.
I believe you're finished here. If there's nothing else any of you wish to say.
And as you let the ritual end and the power of oblivion leech away, the fraying at his edges accelerates until he's gone once again.
Rashad, that was fucking badass.
I appreciate your words.
Especially when his eyes went black and you're just like, fucking test me, bitch. That was
I
hot.
didn't know you had it in you.
That was fucking hot.
Yeah.
Let's hope we won't need it.
I think if Bo was here, you may have another admirer.
Well, shall we go inside and talk about our plans for the rest of the evening?
Yeah. And as they're talking, I'm going to guess Gwen brought her laptop. Gwen's going to download everything from that account before it gets deleted.
You log into the account, it's cleared, emptied.
Damn. Okay.
Totally, suspiciously emptied.
Got it. I'm going to guess she doesn't, does she know any way to find like back doors to where it's at or like recover it?
No, there's not even a history that there was anything in it. It looks like a brand new fucking storage account.
Of course.
Kat sees the look on your face as you're realizing that, and she's like, they got to it, didn't they?
Everything.
They're good. They're real fucking good.
I guess it helps when you have magic.
I guess. Damn.
We'll deal
Callum's
with
going
it
to
as
swing
we
out.
can.
Sorry, Rashad.
Go on.
Callum's just going to swing out to his car and grab a few things. Be right back in.
And you all gather in the house, I guess.
Yeah.
What'd you grab from your car, Callum?
See, Callum walks back in with it's like a nice wooden box and a rather large briefcase, and sets both on the table, opens up the box, opens up the briefcase, pulls out some files and passes them to each of you. This contains all of the plans that we've talked about individually and together over the past few days. He rolls out a map of the rail yard, sets that in the center of the table in front of everyone. In the folders, you'll also find some badges and credentials from OSHA. We can thank Mr. Dillon for giving us some assistance.
Excellent.
We have developed a relationship, and these are the fruits of that relationship. And he pulls out a bottle of wine and a wine key and asks if anyone would like to share in some wine while we go over the plans for this evening.
Kat actually goes to a closet down one of the hallways off of this main room and grabs a large bag out of there and brings it out and says, "This is my bag of shit. It's literally got all kinds of tools. If I'm going as a safety inspector, I'm going to need things like bolt cutters and zip ties and all kinds of shit. So we've got things in spades here."
We could definitely use that drink, Mr. McFarlane.
I'd say
Plan
I'd
is very
want.
detailed.
I'd say I want a drink, but I don't want to waste it.
Maybe if there's guards, we can get them to drink it and then we drink them.
I almost wish Bo were here so he could help you.
I don't know if guards would drink wine from an OSHA inspector.
It's true.
Hey, you passed inspection. Celebrate.
Yeah, it depends on the news and how much cash said OSHA inspector slides them.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But if we get this done quickly tonight, we can go somewhere where people are drinking and drink them.
So based on our research, I've made some notations on the map, things we've talked about. One of my ghouls will be in a vehicle waiting not too far away.
At the Quality Inn, right?
At the Quality Inn.
Perfect.
There's an access road that leads directly from that.
Yeah.
He's a minute or two away.
And I'm super familiar, y'all. Just follow me. I'll lead you right there. Because literally Bella and I have been up and down that fucking district numerous nights. So.
We have information on the guard rotation. And the van has the surveillance equipment that you instructed them to put on it.
That does include some cell phone jammers.
Oh, let me put some in my bag. That way I can drop them off at various places I go.
Yeah, so there's some in the van, but Gwen also pulls out some from her bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you just never know.
Yeah.
And she hands them to Kat.
I'll put them in my bag of shit. Yeah.
Well, use my shadow to keep an eye out, as well as our new friend. But it is disconcerting for the mortals if they notice I don't have a shadow. So it'd be best for me to stand amongst shadow and darkness if possible. So,
what if you send your shadow in to scout out to confirm what information we have on the guards? See how many there are, where they are, before we actually walk in.
that's fine.
That way your shadow can return to you and be with you, and none are the wiser.
Easy enough to do.
Okay.
I'll hand Gwen a burner phone. The first number saved in there, if you just text that with a message of go ahead, that's a worker at the substation close by who has a submerge directive in case we need to drop power on our way out.
Okay. I guess we should go over what each of us are specifically doing, though, too.
Well, you're going to be focused more so on the office where they keep their electronic records, right?
I imagine so.
Yeah. I'm going to be focusing mostly on any cars that are there for storage or overnight, to inspect them.
To be there to scare them with legal threats and bluster to see if I can get them off their toes and make sure Miss Cozy here has the time to do what she got to do.
She opens up her bag and takes out, and literally you hear like clunking of tools and shit, and she takes out a very large pair of bolt cutters. I'm getting into those cars.
Big Bertha.
And she puts it back in the bag.
It's a big bag, everybody.
It's a big bag. It's a big fucking satchel for fucking tools. Yeah.
And any mortals that might give us some problems, I can handle with mesmerize and cloud memory.
When I'm in the office, I'll look for more than just electronic records. They may have paper.
They may have paper. Yeah.
I'll take whatever I can find.
If nothing else, while the files are transferring, just photograph the records. If we don't steal anything, it likely won't get reported to the police.
That's valid. I won't take anything then.
Off chance we get separated, let's meet up at the communal haven.
Absolutely.
If it's an immediate need, just head to the Quality Inn and Suites.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she points to it and says it's just north of the rail yard here.
We have a suite reserved there and a vehicle waiting in the parking lot if we need it.
Perfect. No, this is good.
Let's do it.
And yeah, if things go topsy-turvy, we eliminate witnesses and we get out. So,
Agreed.
all right. Let's go.
You are heading over to the Union Pacific Railroad. And I think we're going to break here rather than do a break during the Ocean's 11 Vampire Edition as they're going into this rail yard area. So it's a little earlier than usual, but we need to do it so that we don't have to break the action once it all starts. So please, everybody, we will see you in 10 minutes and like 35 or 36 seconds, something like that. Please enjoy the break. Yeah, fucking go for it.
Go for it.
Break that shit.
Let's try it.
Yep. Welcome back, everybody. Before the break, Rashad finally broke out his full Oblivion powers, the shit he hadn't done before, and he pulled up, Brad Nicholson of Wraith. He's already died. I don't get to kill him again yet. But managed to work a deal with him. So, hey, you've got your first Wraith spirit. Continuing the Giovanni tradition after all, aren't you? Then they went over their plans of Ocean 11 Vampire Edition to get into this train yard. Where they left off, they were heading that way. Now, so everyone is aware, I know it's shocking. There is no fence, no gate, not even a central front guardhouse for this train yard. The security is
Slim.
But Rashad has sent his shadow out, and you all see his shadow come back with whatever the shadow is relayed.
And before Rashad does that, Kelsey, I do have Bella on speed dial for my own phone. That way, if we need to have cops' attention moved elsewhere, she's on that.
There are 5 of them in total. 4 are walking about the train yard, and 1 is in the office doing paperwork.
That's probably where I will go so I can be close to Gwen.
Do you think you could stealthily open the door and let me sneak in? Or
No, we go in and she shows her badges.
oh, right.
Yeah.
I guess I have a legitimate reason
Yeah.
You
to
do.
be in the office. Duh.
Mhm.
Look alive, everyone. And I rouse for Blush of Life.
You're going to need to review some security camera footage, I would imagine.
And just paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do Mask of 1,000 Faces.
Okay.
Does that do
Yeah,
enough to
good
make me
things.
look alive, or do I have to do
It would make
Blush
you look
too?
alive because
Okay.
you look
That's
awful
what I
generic,
figured.
but you're
That's what I
alive.
figured, but okay.
Oh, yes. So as you are coming up to this place, yeah, its security's kind of lax. But a guard does notice you coming. And he stands in front of your car because you're not walking up to the building. Private property. Turn around, go on, head back the way you came.
Callum will step out of the car.
Private property, man. This is Union Pacific. This,
And I'll pull out my badge. And this is OSHA. And we're here for an inspection.
fuck. Hang on.
Rod is going to get out as well.
Cat will as
And
well
I-
with her bag.
And I don't want any advance warning. So why don't you hop in the car and we'll drive up to the front.
I got to call Chuckles, man.
You can tell Chuckles in person.
You all fucking just, goddamn, how many of you bring tonight? Fuck.
Enough.
We all have different specialties.
Look,
They
is it
have to
about
be
that
their
guy
own.
last week? He's the dumbass that put his hand under the fucking train. And
And I'll pull out a pad and start scribbling something on the pad.
look, you didn't
Did you
hear that from
report
me.
that?
We'll talk about this soon.
Look, don't tell Chuckles that. Fuck.
I won't tell him as long as you continue to cooperate. How about that?
Fuck. Okay, man. Fuck.
What's your name?
Oh, I'm Robbie.
Robbie, look, this can be as easy as pie. Just hop in the car. We'll ride up to the building. We'll all get out and we'll all go in together.
Just don't tell Chuckles I said that about that.
You got it.
Perfect. And he blindly comes over to get in the car. And you can see he's kind of scared for his job.
Oh, fuck yeah, this is OSHA. On an unexpected fucking tour.
And as you're riding up to the office building, he's like, man, tell me straight. Y'all do this shit at night just to scare people, don't you? Because you know nobody's around.
Absolutely.
I'd do the same shit if I was you.
For their job.
Yeah, I would do the same shit. Because if you come during the day, you got to deal with all the fucking red tape and everybody's going to fucking run interference.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we get off hour pay, so.
Oh, shit. You get time and a half?
Fuck yeah,
That's
we
right.
do.
Fuck, yeah. How do I get one of those jobs? Shit. Y'all have, like, security?
We do. Would
At
you
the
like me to put
corporate
in a good
offices?
word?
Fuck, yeah, put my word in.
Okay.
And you pull up to the office, and it's dark. I mean, there's a light or two on, but it's not well lit.
Hmm.
And he gets out of the vehicle. Y'all not going to say anything, right?
Not going to say anything. Just show us into the guard captain and then call your buddies in off
Chuckles
of...
is the manager. He's the late shift guy.
Okay.
I'll stand here at the door. Just make sure y'all don't get interrupted.
Well, when we go in, I want you to call the other three that are walking the yard up to the office.
Fuck. I mean, it's not my ass. And he, as you're going into the office, he's like, hey, Walt. Yeah, grab everybody else and come on up to the office a minute. No, don't give me that shit. OSHA, just fucking get up here.
And Kat's going to give a look to Rashad and point her head towards the cars because they don't need to go to the office and talk to the manager because they're motherfucking OSHA. They can just go do their job.
Robbie looks over at you. You don't hear it from me. Third car on the left. That's where that guy lost, his hand.
Really?
Right over that way. Yeah.
I'll make sure to check it out.
Yeah. I think the brakes are failing.
Rashad will pull out his phone and act as if he's turning the voice recorder on, and we'll just go
and Robbie
through
goes silent.
the official.
Mm-hmm.
Gwen will lean over and whisper to him and be like, whistleblowing is actually looked upon favorably.
Not in this fucking place, it's not.
And we move, Rashad and Kat move towards the train cars. So.
And the guards notice you
coming in.
But as soon as the guards see you, they look the other way. No, they look the other way and scurry like they're afraid to be near the two OSHA people. You go inside the office. We'll come back to Rashad and Kat. You go inside the office. The air's on, so it's not hot at least. And right there, you can see the doors open. And there's a overweight, pot-bellied man who stands up from the desk. God damn it, Robbie. Oh, shit. Never mind.
Walt. How are you this evening?
Look, I thought we paid you off last week.
Well,
don't tell me you're coming to renegotiate.
No. We just want to verify some things. Trust but verify, right?
Yeah, but come on, we paid you. We paid off your people last week, man.
All you got to do is exactly what you were doing. Just sit here, point my friend here to where she needs to go. Have your boys take a break, sit right here in the office with you. That's it. I'm not going to ask you for any more money.
No, it's not a shakedown?
It's not a shakedown.
Okay, fuck.
Just verification. This is just verification.
Okay, fuck.
Hey, look, I got a job to do too. I got guys above me that are breathing down my neck. I'm just trying to take care of my responsibilities. You take care of your responsibilities, which right now just involves going back to doing whatever it was you were doing.
And just make sure that shit doesn't. Look,
nothing's going to come back on you.
We have an accident on record. They fucking dock our bonuses. There's that bonus for, so many days accident free. And that's why we paid you off the first time. But fine. I guess y'all can check the records and make sure we're clean. Inspections are up to date.
Callum will pull out $500.
Okay.
and set it down on the desk. One of these for each of you guys. Treat yourself to a nice meal, whatever. Just sit here. Let her know what she needs to know. Don't bother the two folks that are out in the yard. And that's it.
He grabs two of the hundreds. It looks over at Robbie. Y'all split the rest. The manager's cut.
I'll pull out $200 and give it to Robbie.
That shit disappears lightning quick.
Okay. Robbie, this guy's a douche.
Hey!
You can do better. You can do better, and I'll hook you up when this is over.
God damn. Fuck. Okay. Shit.
Now, Walt, give this lady the information she needs.
What do you want to see our records?
Yep, everything.
Fuck. Okay. Not my computer. That they know I'm working tonight, so they got that spy shit where they're watching me. You can use day girl shit. If you flag something there, they'll fire her ass, not me.
Does Gwen have the skills to get around their software?
I mean, if he's going to give you access, he's going to have to give you access.
Yeah. We've been trained to learn how to access all of that as part of their company contracts.
Look under the keyboard. She's put your shit under the keyboard.
I meant for your computer.
Oh, don't worry about. Look, y'all want me to do what I'm doing? I got paperwork I got to finish. She has access to all the fucking records, though. Once you get into hers, the network share, you can just connect right to it and.
Trust but verify, Walt.
Fuck.
I tell you what, Walt, she won't look at your browsing history, but she needs to look at everything else.
Okay, fuck.
I'll even do you one better. I'll erase it entirely so no one knows.
Okay. Yeah,
and show him how to do it. That. Show him how to do it afterwards so he can cover his tracks later.
Hey, Robbie, when the boys get here, tell them smoke break out back. Which is not the side that faces the train yard itself. It's the side that faces the trees. And computer's unlocked. Just see what you need.
When we'll go sit down and begin looking through everything, first she'll temporary pause like any spy software.
Okay.
Or keyloggers or anything like that. And
doesn't look like there is any.
Yeah. So then what she's going to do is she's going to upload everything to a cloud account and then put things on a thumb drive.
Okay. So you're just downloading everything off the file share you can get your hands on. Gotcha.
Yes.
Callum, you're keeping watch.
Mm-hmm.
And the guards come in.
I'm going to
look
hang
at
with
you.
the fellows right now. I'm going to hang with the fellows for now.
Okay. So the guards go out back, find you there, and they're smoking away. Now we're going to flash to Kat and Rashad. What are you all doing?
First, I'm going to look at the cars that are in the yard. How many are there?
There's quite a number.
Really?
Yeah, there's 50 or 60 cars on parallel tracks. They're like lined up in various states. Some of them you're pretty sure are empty because the doors are open.
Open and they're empty.
Right. But some of them are closed.
Okay. So is the one where the guy got his hand hurt, is that one closed?
That one is a tanker.
That's a tanker.
Yep. I will let you roll. You can do wits awareness. Rashad, if you want to do something like, I don't know, wits investigation, wits awareness, either one. Intelligence investigation, intelligence awareness, whatever.
Yeah, I do wrong thing. I do intelligence investigation.
Okay. I will surge for it so I can actually get something decent. Maybe.
It's worth a try.
And while we're looking around, Rashad will put the phone kind of in front of him like he's speaking into it, and he'll say, keep an eye out to make sure no one's watching us.
6 with a crit.
You're talking to the ghost, I assume?
The ghost, and he'll send his shadow around to mentally he'll tell the shadow what to do, but he's speaking to the ghost.
Okay. 6, with a crit. That's pretty nice. Kat, you notice there's one section of the yard that there's a couple closed cars there, but based on the grime, the rust on the tracks and the wheels, those cars haven't moved in a while. But there's 3, like, in a row that are closed in that condition. Doesn't look like they've been unloaded recently or loaded recently. They're just parked.
Kat's going to point to it to Rashad and say, those 3 right there are suspicious. They show signs of not being touched or moved in quite a while.
You need to have my shadow take a look inside.
If it can get in.
All right. You'll have the shadow go over. See if
Shadow
you find a hole or
disappears
something.
for a minute or two and then comes back. And it tells you that it can get into the car. 2 of them are empty. One of them has a cargo container inside the rail car. Not a giant one, but a smaller one that it can't get in at all.
Kat's going to head directly to that car that has the cargo container.
After Rashad relays that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
I assume he relays it as soon as he gets it.
Yes.
There's a
Yes.
giant padlock on the outside of that car.
All right. Kat takes out Big Bertha.
That is now canon, by the way.
Big Bertha, the bolt cutter. Yeah. And she's going to bolt cut that fucking padlock.
When you cut it and you look inside there, you're not sure how they got that fucking, it's a smaller cargo container, but you're not sure how they got it in there. It wouldn't fit through the doors. It looks like they must have, from being this close to it, it looks like they cut the top off, put it in there, and welded the top back on the fucking cargo.
Kat's going to turn on Eyes of the Beast because these cars aren't going to have any light in them.
Oh, no.
And she's going to look and see if there's any kind of access on this container inside.
It's got a cargo, like any cargo container, it's got a front door.
And is it bolted?
Yes.
Okay. Bertha's going to cut that too.
Okay.
Wait. I would like to use Sense the Unseen.
Okay. Give me your resolve all specs. I don't know why Gwen's character sheet said she was impaired. 5. And you can't willpower that one because your failures are blood dice. You don't see anything when you do Sense the Unseen.
I want to have
Don't
Sense
see
the
anything.
Beast up.
Okay. And you cut the lock on it.
Mhm.
Open it up.
Mhm.
Going by your earlier roll, when it opens up, you notice that there was a wire insulated crossing the door that you've just broke a signal on.
Mhm.
Someone probably has been alerted that this thing opened.
Mhm.
But we'll come back to what you find in it in a second here. We're going to flash
Mhm.
to Callum. The guards outside, they're not wanting to talk with you there because, you know,
Eurosha.
yeah. But Chuckles, as they called him, the manager, why y'all, you know, look, I know Tim thinks we don't pay off enough, but come on, y'all don't need to be shaking me down like this. This
I
shit
promise
gets out,
this
I'll
is
lose
not
a
a
job.
this is not a shakedown. It's not a shakedown. This is just verification.
Yeah, but
You
goddamn.
told us some things. Now we're here to verify those things. That's all.
Might sneeze here. Hang on. Nope. Okay. Look, your investigator, she's not gonna like notice the brakes weren't inspected like they're supposed to. Either one of them. One on the computer, that's not gonna come out, right?
You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna see these things, and then she's gonna come out and have a conversation with you. And how the rest of this goes down is entirely up to you and her.
See, that's why we paid Tim. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay,
No.
cool. You know, we got an expense account for that now.
But either way, we're not shaking you down. This is just verification. And then the discussion, maybe you need to do her a favor. Maybe she'll owe you a favor. You know, we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, we'll see on that one. And while you're talking, Gwen, you're going through the computer. 8, fucking impressive roll. 8 with a crit. Fucking impressive roll there.
No crit there, actually.
No, you're right. My bad. Still 8. 8's good enough. Poking around, you find some financial files that show some transfers from the Nelson Trust into, well, it's divided a couple places. Safety, donations for the museum, and you're pretty sure some of it ended up in petty cash based on some of the notes in the documentation. You've heard the name Nelson before. It's a relatively rich family in Kansas City, though you don't have any details on them right now. But if you have a guess of money coming in, it appears to be running through that trust. And you've got all the documentation you're copying up.
Okay. She's also gonna put her own bugs on the computer, obviously.
You brought your own spyware on your USB? Of course you did.
Yeah. And then as she's like waiting for all that, she's gonna look around the office to see if she can see anything.
Looking around the office, the office, it looks like this. He's not even got his own office. He shares this office with somebody else that does the day shift. But there is you got a lot of good roll there. There's a blinking light under the desk. It's not bright enough to be noticeable easily.
Is there a wire?
Yeah, the wire goes to the light.
From her experience, does it seem like one where there will be, I guess, does it seem like it's an alarm out or an alarm in?
You trace the wire back. It goes into a card that's in the computer itself. It's connected to the computer.
Has she seen anything like this?
Phone home system? Most home securities have something like that where if an alarm is tripped, it'll call the homeowner. Same concept.
Yeah. She is gonna, after she's done, she's gonna disconnect things.
Okay. Other things you've noticed while you're there. It's obvious they have not been doing safety inspections and shit like they're supposed to. Man, those are the most falsified fucking safety records and maintenance schedule you've ever seen in your life.
Okay. She's also gonna she's also gonna search on his desk and stuff too to see if there's anything. She's basically just gonna case this entire office.
I'd say there's nothing suspicious.
Okay.
Nothing that you can find. We're going to flash back to Kat and Rashad, though. As you open the container door, Kat, you've got eyes of the beast going.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you were...
And I have sensed the beast up.
I don't know what you were expecting to see.
Mm-hmm.
But what appears to be 20 people standing like statues. Rows of 4, 5 rows deep.
Sense the beast is up.
Yeah.
Anything.
Give me your roll for that. Let me see your roll for that. I got to decide what you easily pick up. They're not moving.
Okay.
So let's see what a good roll for that one. Where's
Going to blood surge.
That's resolve animalism. It's already got blood surge added to your thing, it says, for your custom roll. Unless you just added that.
I just added that.
Yeah. Let's see if it actually added it. Yes, it did. Okay, I like the new version.
Willpower.
New version of Fantasy Grounds has cool features. 4. They're vampires. They're not moving. Rashad, it's dark, but I suppose you can see enough to realize what you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
4, 5 rows deep of 4 people abreast, stood up, just standing there, not moving.
Kat literally takes a canister out of her bag, pops the top off of it, stuffs a rag in it, lights it, and throws it in and shuts the door.
As you throw it in, as it lights up, it catches fire, and you notice that based on the burning from it, there's a stake in each one of them.
Yep, they're about to get fucking lit up. And she closes the fucking door.
Okay.
But leaves a slight crack. And she takes a chain out of her bag and chains it with a slight crack so that there's oxygen that can get in and fuel the flame.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You burning up some staked individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you doing after that, you and Rashad doing?
Oh, we're just going to step outside and then we're going to wait.
For...
You sure those people aren't captives? More useful to us?
Doesn't matter.
You're just going to wait right there at the fucking canisters?
See if any of them come out.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Torpor does not wake up. If you've been staked through the heart, fire does not wake you up. You burn to death while staked.
I would have noticed if any were recognizable when I saw them, yes?
If they were clearly recognizable, yes.
Okay.
I will tell you that they had different types of clothes, there was no consistent pattern, men, women, old, young, there was no consistent pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Just looked like random people.
And now I'm going to go check the other cars.
The other cars, you notice, are empty, but it looks like there were cases of something in here. There looked like wood shavings and bit left behind, that there was maybe either pallets or maybe crates that were in them that are missing.
Okay.
Based on the dust layer, maybe a month, because you can still see the outline of where they were drug through the dust there and left.
Mm-hmm.
Uneven dust buildup.
Rashad, I believe that they are shipping in their army and their weapons. My prisoner of war was embraced by Becky and bound, obviously not in this city. I didn't recognize any of those people.
But for the future, please do not just make decisions first. There may be other ways to gain information from people.
True. But for now, we've just taken out 20 of their people.
All things considered, it is a acceptable trade.
All right.
None of my people see anything special, so we should leave.
Mm-hmm.
So you all are heading back towards the office?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gwen, you've managed to move the majority of the files when the computer just dies.
Does the manager's computer die too?
Yeah, it shuts off.
I mean the day manager, sorry.
The day manager, same computer, you mean the secretaries?
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Yeah, they share a
I misunderstood
computer.
earlier. Got it. Okay.
That's cheap. It's that cuts costs. The Room lights are on, but the computer just shuts off.
She expected. She will I guess she's gonna see, like, I know we talked about some papers and stuff. She's gonna see if there's anything like hidden, like any like locked areas, including like drawers.
The desk drawer is locked. The center, one of the side drawers are locked.
She's gonna open it or attempt to open it.
Look, I can pick those with I can and have picked those with paper clips. It's not hard to get in. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that shit. When you open it up, there's a bottle of bourbon. Got a nice bottle of Jack Daniels in there and a 9mm pistol.
She's gonna take a picture.
Okay.
And then she's gonna close it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then she's gonna just physically bug the rest of the office, like under the desk, the phones, like everything.
Okay.
Redundantly so.
Gotcha. Then you're gonna get up and head out.
Yep.
You find Kylam out back. Kat and Rashad, you come back to the building, to the front of the office. It's empty.
Okay, we'll head around the building, see if we find people.
And when you come around the building, what little chatter there was again stops. Everything's cool, right?
Everything's cool.
Good. Fuck. You found what you needed?
Yeah. Everything's cool.
Perfect.
I have one other question. Is there any place in the yard that anyone has instructed you to avoid?
I mean, we walk the yard all the time.
Okay.
Some nights shit gets a little weird out here.
I also still have sensed the beast up. Are any of these people influenced?
Not that you can sense. And you don't get any... Oh, you get a low hostility, but it's more of a... I fucking hate OSHA hostility.
Okay, so it's not like...
It's generalized at the situation.
Knowing who we are and getting pissed.
No.
Okay.
Look, there's some weird shit that happens here some nights, and I mean, we're constantly running off fucking kids running through the place. I know you won't believe me. There's even I've seen some fucking big ass dogs coming through here at various points.
Really?
Yeah. They never stay.
Mm-hmm.
You just go through. But look, I'm just a weekend guy. You know, somebody else here during the week.
Who's here during the week?
Oh, that would be Zach.
Mm.
I mean, you come here Monday, you'll find him.
Do you have Zach's number?
I mean, I know you're OSHA and all, but I can't give his personal number out like that. If you come here any Monday night, you'll find him.
Do you want me to tell Gwen that we have to stay here? Or
fuck. Yeah, hang on. He pulls out his phone and he gives you a number. Look, you didn't get that from me, okay?
No problem. And Callum will pull out another $100 bill and hand it to him.
The other guards look at him, and you can tell by the way they're cutting their eyes that they're going to be trying to rake him over the coals to get money out of Chuckles there before the end of the night.
All right, well, my investigation is done. Is everyone else done?
I have one last question.
Okay.
There's an alarm that goes out to someone on that computer. Who's it go to?
Wait. You mean that was the tamper? Shit, you didn't tamper with that one, did you?
It just went off.
Fuck, you didn't inspect that crate, did you?
Crate?
Yeah, it's fucking, that shit's been there for like a month. It got here when I wasn't working. We were just told not to fuck with it.
Were there any others?
Need to.
That was the one we were told not to fuck with. It's owned by some muckety muck. It's his fucking a shipment, antiques or some shit. That's what we were told.
Do you remember his name?
some lawyer that works for the Nelson Foundation.
Okay.
I don't know fucking like I know lawyers' names. Do I look like the type that know lawyers?
Nope.
They're as bad as fucking cops.
Thank you for that.
They're as bad as OSHA. Bum.
I mean, y'all just like the cops fucking shaking us down for money. I mean, I get it. Y'all got to get your money on the side too.
Have we asked you for any money to?
Yeah, but you work for the. I know you report to Tim because he's the one who fucking deals with that.
Of course,
We
he is.
gave you money.
Hey, that's a first.
I know, right?
Remember that.
Yeah. Needless to say, yeah, I'm not going to report that you haven't been inspecting things like you should.
Thank you. God
Not at
damn.
all. Yeah.
Officially, everything here is in accordance with all the rules. So if any more people get hurt, you won't have to worry about it. As long as there's nothing that we need to know.
I've told you what I fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look around at the other guys that are standing there. Anyone else have anything to add before we leave? Because if we find out something after we leave, then we're going to have to come back, and it's going to be a whole thing.
Fuck, not that. God damn. And Robbie looks over, you know. I know he talked about that weird shit and all. I swear, last week, I saw a shadow running around a place. Shadow man, you know, you heard of those, right?
No, haven't.
Like the cryptids and shit. You know, when there's spooky shadow men, it's a shadow that just stands there and you look and you see it. It looks like a man. And then, you know, it later disappears and you start questioning that shit. And Chuckles looks over and goes, God damn, here he goes again with that fucking story. There's no fucking shadow men. There's no ghosts out here. This place isn't fucking haunted.
Shanky, I'm going to step up to him, pull out a card that I have that's attached to one of the burner phones that I have. And I'm going to give him a submerge directive if he ever sees anything like that again to call me.
Hey, he's immortal. He doesn't know you can do this, so he doesn't get a resist.
Okay.
Just do your rouse check and it takes effect.
Okay.
He takes it and kind of slips the card in his pocket and doesn't even seem to act like he knows he has the card.
Okay. Where's the rouse check button on this sheet?
Oh, it's on the actions page tab. It's the rouse check right under blood potency.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Yep. You don't even get hungry.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for allowing us to perform our validation examination. Have a good night.
Robbie goes, I'll walk y'all back to your car. And you get about halfway before he looks over. Shit. Did you notice a fire or anything?
No.
Fuck. Y'all know where your car is, right?
Yeah.
I got Chuckles. I think we got a problem, Chuckles.
Before that happens, while Robbie's or whatever his face is walking them back.
Yeah, it's Robbie.
Gwen lags behind and whispers to Chuckles, is like, hey, I'm new here. I don't want to look like a fool in front of my coworkers. What's Tim's last name?
Fuck. It's Oberta, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And Gwen hands him a 20 to look like she's fucking poor.
And after all the money that Callum's handed him, he's kind of, he takes it, but he's kind of, what's this, you know?
I tried, okay, man? I'm new, like I said.
Hey, you apparently with the right crew because, I hope Tim gives y'all a cut of this shit. We pay a lot to his ass. And you all
fingers crossed, thanks.
Heading back to your vehicle, and you see all the guards and Chuckles. You know that's a nickname, of course. His real name can't be Chuckles. Probably Chuck, most likely. Running towards the section of the train yard where Kat doused the fucking container.
Oh, yeah, it was a big fucking canister of goddamn gasoline. Yeah.
It's a train yard. You know how much flammable shit you can find? Oil-soaked rags, just weird shit.
Yeah.
Gasoline's normally used as a degreaser.
Mm-hmm.
So you all have gathered back in your car, and I'll turn it over to you all to discuss the events that you've transpired here. Go ahead.
One of the cars had inside of it another container that literally looked like the car had its roof removed so this container could be put into it. It was full of about 20 fucking staked vampires. None of them recognizable. I bet you money they shipped in or were storing a bunch of fucking shovel heads that they could call up when they needed. There was also 2 cars attached to that one that had obviously had crates or pallets at some point, likely weapons. I told Rashad, but I'll tell you all too, because I know, Gwen, I didn't tell you when I did the ritual. The POW, well, first, she's no more. But yeah, I took her head after I got the information I needed. She was embraced by Becky. I now know Becky's actual name. Rebecca Zantosa III. Pompous bitch. That means there was 2 before her that failed. But anyway, Becky embraced her either before shit went bad in the city or outside the city. But that child of hers was the same generation or potency or whatever you want to call it as me. So Becky isn't that much more powerful than us. And I didn't bother keeping her to try to interrogate her because even if I could get any hand signals out of her, they would be out of date. They're going to change them. Routinely, especially after what we pulled at the bars. So, she's no more because she's worthless to us.
It sounds like we need to start making some decisions. We can't afford to risk a war on 2 fronts, and since I've no interest in fighting the technocracy, we need to remove the Sabbat as fast as possible. I believe we need to make choice between either going after Becky for our personal reasons or taking out my cousin for albeit personal reasons, and loss of a necromancer is sure to get your brother's attention. And I know you are eager for that personal showdown. My personal vote is to take out my cousin. But the rest of you?
I would second that.
I actually concur with that. I can be patient with my brother, Rashad. I know it seems like I can't. He brings out the worst in me sometimes. But truly, I can be patient. I have already waited 20 years. I can wait a little longer.
I figured this goes without saying, but I vote whoever we have the best opportunity for.
That
If
too.
that's your cousin, that's your cousin. If it's Rorik, that's Rorik.
If it's Becky, it's Becky.
Whoever it may be. I got information from that computer about where some of the money's coming from. We can go from there and see what other sources and holdings we can get a hold of next.
Is it this Nelson trust?
It's not the foundation, it's the trust.
Oh.
But the foundation is also clearly involved.
Yeah. Because it was a lawyer from the foundation that did the alarm on it.
Right. And we have his name now.
Did we have his name?
Tim was the name of the weekday night manager, who would probably have more info than the weekend dude.
Oh, I thought that was the OSHA inspector who was taking
Oh yeah, no,
bribes.
Tim O'Burton's the OSHA inspector. It was Zach was the name of the other week
Zach's
manager.
the manager.
But you know he's the manager during the week, so it's easy to get to him.
Mm-hmm. And we have his number. So, I mean, I also agree, Gwen. I think we go after who gives us opportunity to go after them. But we need to get whatever we can on those individuals to know how they operate, how they maneuver, that kind of stuff, because I have a feeling that none of them are going to be easy.
Absolutely.
And we need to find out what weaknesses they have, if any, or what they rely on the most.
And I can focus on Rashad's cousin, but I'm going to keep a hold of any other information. And I'll be honest, dig into rabbit holes if they come up.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Becky is incredibly confident. It makes me think she's likely slippery. Like she always has an exit strategy.
Mm-hmm.
We can guarantee they don't have any additional protections against the dead. It is very hard to outrun a wraith.
True.
Even with your cousin, they wouldn't have any protections?
I doubt he's able to help them with everything, nor do I doubt this, but we'll trust him fully. It is difficult for us who are independent to join. So I doubt it. I doubt she'd let him ward or protect anything valuable to her, including where she sleeps or her person. I could attempt to glimpse the future, but I am struggling.
You want to get a bite to eat first?
It is difficult for me to feed.
Why?
Giovanni curse.
Okay, so you find some really bad asshole and just kill them in the process.
The screaming makes it very difficult to be unnoticed.
Okay, fleshcraft their mouths shut. Hey, I'm just trying to make this easier on you, my friend, okay?
And for this, Rashad, I would hold them down while she did it.
I mean, if you want to risk it now, go for it. If you want to get a bite to eat first, look, we'll help you out, dude.
We're here for you, sir.
I'm not entirely sure how to respond to any of that.
I mean, I am a Zamitsi, okay?
I'm just gonna use premonition, honestly. That's just like a war crime and several definitions.
She did burn a thing of bodies, no hesitation whatsoever.
I know a threat when I see one.
Spend some willpower.
Yeah, and then see what happens with your rouse check. Wahaha, ha 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 ha. Hunger 5.
Not succeeded a single rouse check today.
Now, that does not mean you instantly frenzy as long as you don't use another power. But you better damn well hope nobody's even got a paper cut. Okay. I just made my own roll to see. I got to check to see if there's paper cuts around.
Not in the car. It's just
Not in the car, but you got to get out.
Yeah, there's a ghoul driving, right?
Yeah.
God.
Hope he didn't cut himself shaving.
Speaking of that, I'm gonna text Ashton and make sure that he didn't cut himself shaving and ask him to be ready to head out.
Okay. Now, as your eyes glaze over, you feel the pain of burning alive. And you feel the thump of something exploding. You feel it. You don't know what it means. But there's a feeling of people pointing at you as if blaming you for it. Then your vision returns. You only got 3 successes. You don't get a big, cool one.
I felt being burned alive. I think someone noticed or will notice. I'm sure those humans will be blamed, but there wasn't much else. There's nothing I noticed.
You're a bit away from the train yard when the vehicle rocks. And you hear a loud boom coming from the train yard. You can even see the column of fire that goes up.
Oh, it was a literal explosion.
Based on Rashad, you and Kat's wandering the place, I don't know, maybe one of the LPN tankers went up? Liquid propane? It's a lot of propane to explode.
That might be a problem.
That seems very literal. Are they usually that way?
No, but my mind is a bit distracted at the moment.
That's valid. I guess we should figure out food then.
Rashad, see Callum reach into his pocket and pull out a phone. You might want to hang on to this. The guard that saw the shadow person, he might call you if that comes up again.
If he's just survived that explosion.
Yeah. I figured you might want to be aware of when things like that happen.
You know if anything happens. Speaking of shadow person, we need to be prepared for when Mr. Solomon wakes up. He may be very in favor of revenge. That could make him reckless.
That's what I said. He might be single-minded of purpose. We need to see what he's like when he wakes up.
Maybe we can all be there, but if maybe I can chat with him first, just based on our history together.
No, that's fair.
I hate to say this, but thinking from a potential logic standpoint, when we're looking into like this foundation, we can say we found ties to both the Sabbat and the SI. That way it's more likely for him to not question it.
We'll see how he is when he wakes up.
I'm not inclined to keep things from him.
Yeah, and not
I don't-
inclined to necessarily mislead him in that way. If we haven't found that link, we don't necessarily need to mislead him to think that we have. Truly, let's see how he is. If he is single-minded, we can perhaps get him to be rational if we communicate with him.
I meant it as a last resort.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad idea, but I don't want that to be definitely a lead-in because,
No.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be my first inclination.
Yeah.
But definitely keep it in our pocket.
mm-hmm.
Depends on how honed in he is on this.
Exactly.
I guess we should make sure he's fed first. That might help.
Just in case.
Mhm.
Because if nothing
can-
else, that'll wake his ass up, I'm sure.
I can
He gets too
make sure
hungry.
there's an appropriate vessel for him.
And he'll be less angry when he's fed, less
Mhm.
focused in on the bloodlust of revenge.
Speaking of, Rashad, where would you like for us to drop you off? Or would you like anyone to be a wingman or woman for you tonight to make sure you're safe?
It's a hospital, and I am able to find people who are more available.
I can stay with you if you like.
I'll go. I can get him access.
I will give the address.
Kat, you get a text on your phone.
Hmm.
Says, "Hey, honey, 4 days, 12:03 a.m. in front of your building. You and whatever friends, only chance." And it says Hawk afterwards. You don't recognize the number, but that's not,
And she says, she shows the phone and says, looks like we got an invite to a sex club.
It's an odd time, 12:03
Mm-hmm.
a.m.
So hopefully Bill wakes up in time because I know he'd hate to miss it.
I'm not going without him.
You'll bring him torpid with you?
Exactly.
That's right.
Weekend at
Weekend at
Bernie's.
Tonight was good, y'all. Tonight was good. We need to do more of this. For real.
You need to update the HOA as well.
Yes. I can prepare a report and deliver that if you like.
Gwen,
I need to speak with Victoria.
go over that with Callum. Make sure only what needs to be revealed is revealed.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I was also going to say, these opportunities are great when we're fighting, but we don't always have a physical target.
Mm-hmm.
We should have plans like this when it's less physical and we're information gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe a plan for, I don't know, Alicia, because it's not with ill intention, but I don't know, something to get more information, to overhear things. Just do more of it outside of fighting, because the opportunity to fight won't always be there.
Agreed. I would be happy to spend more time at Annalisia. More my speed.
I fucking hate that place. But
It's just a suggestion.
no, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I fucking hate that place. Because I don't like any of those fucking people. But, you know.
I don't like them either, but they are, well,
But
some of
that's
them
the
are
best
fine.
part of these plans is we
Mhm.
divide and conquer and use our strengths. So maybe when people are at Alicia and we're hearing things and it'll be live, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
you all can go and take advantage of that information.
Yeah.
We're able to play to all of our strengths. That's when it works well. So let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of apparatus heading toward the rail yard.
Yeah, I saw that. The fire trucks. Haven't seen an ambulance yet.
It was a big explosion.
Yeah.
Oh, they will be fine.
Or not.
You know, the sex club might be exactly the place where we want to wake up Bo.
All right. Well,
Just a thought.
Kat's gonna basically have us pull over so that she and Rashad can branch off and she can take him to go feed.
Okay. And I
He
think,
needs to get some food in him.
I honestly think this is a good spot in this episode where Gwen's got she's got a lot of data to pour through, but it's not encrypted, which means she should be able to find all kinds of little goodies. You all had a solid plan tonight, and you executed the plan. Schmoozed the guards, scared them, but also, carrot and stick them the whole time. Kat did get a little fire happy.
Hey, you know what? When you see a bunch of fucking corpses staked in a damn container, you light their asses up.
That's one way to solve that problem.
Kat, maybe next time get a close look at each of them before, or maybe take
I am
pictures.
damn certain those were shovel heads, okay?
Probably right, but just moving forward, maybe it'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Have some photographic
Because
evidence.
nobody's been talking about Cam Kindred going missing, okay?
I haven't heard any of that, but
I
So,
don't think we've ever asked either.
and not only did you do a successful raid on the Union Pacific Rail Yard, the Neff Yard, Rashad got his first little ghost servant and worked a deal with the Shadow. Because they can be problematic little fuckers. And I'd like to thank my players and you, the viewers, tonight. 4x speed, everybody. Sorry, Bo, you missed out. For those who don't know, the players planned out their plan of attack prior to the episode, and they had a good plan. I'm rewarding that tonight with 4XP. See? Positive reinforcement. It's not all doom and gloom. Except for, Rashad, you have a ghost attached to your name, Brad Nicholson. I'm sure he's going to have a good life. Unlife.
that's canon.
Yep.
Positivity.
That's a double reference right there. Triple if you count the nickname. I'd like to thank my viewers and the players. Wow, we're past the halfway point, everybody. Can you believe that shit? This was already episode 6. We got 4 more left this season. Wonder how they're going to react to that shit.
Suck it, Sabat.
Yep. Join us on our Discord. So you know, the cast of this show comes from our Discord. We've got a great community, a real supportive community. We also play non-streamed games. They're rare, mainly because of scheduling. We normally play Blood on the Clock Tower non-streamed, and getting, 10, 11 people all on the same schedule to play it makes it difficult. We don't get to schedule it often, but it's just a thing we do to, with the community where you're not on camera, no pressure, and having fun. Of course, we do Zoom community hangouts, which also don't require cameras. It's just a way that, we build community by hanging out with everybody. And we talk about not just this game, but all our games. So join us. We got a great Discord. If you want to catch our back episodes, pop over to YouTube. That is where all the back episodes of this stream, our Changeling stream, our Demon, which is coming up this fall. Demon's coming back, everybody. Be ready for that shit.
We're going to LA, y'all.
Yep. We're going to have season 3. We got a new cast member joining us for the Demon season 3. Somebody you haven't seen yet. So holy fuck. Be ready, everybody. Dark Ages is coming back soon. We got the past episodes, the previous seasons on our YouTubes. But YouTubes. I called it YouTubes. Jesus. Okay, boomer.
The YouTubes and the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. The Netflix on the YouTubes. We've got a new cast member of Dark Ages. I'm not going to say who it is, but we've got a new Dark Ages cast member that'll be joining us for season 4. Mm-hmm. They've volunteered to be tortured through history. I mean, to go through kindred history.
He missed the best fucking part, though.
No, he gets to make the Convention of Thorns. He'll be fine.
Yeah, no. The best part, though, was getting literally feeling like you're ripped inside out by fucking Tremere himself.
Yeah, that was fun. Hey, Dark Ages is the source of War Crime Wednesdays. It's not a war crime if Geneva has not convened yet.
Exactly. And does it really apply to vampires?
That's just called a Wednesday night. Yep. And for those wondering, yes, we got demonetized on our YouTube videos for their first incidents of War Crime Wednesday.
Yeah, we did. It was that bad.
Yep. It was fucked up vampire shit.
To a man, you know?
If you want to see some D&D, because I don't run D&D, you go over to the Ishvel channel. That is where Dr. Tiss, our European DM and GM and keeper, she puts her previous campaign of D&D, but she also runs Call of Cthulhu, where you might even see some familiar people. But she's got all that on her channel, so check that out. If you want to see some amazing content creators, Junie Von Esch, who's one of the newer storytellers joining us, she's going to have a game coming up at some point. I'm not saying when because she hasn't posted her casting call yet. Psst, be on the Discord for the casting call. Ravnos Archon, who's getting back to streaming again on his own channel, though he's that despicable asshole Rourke in this one.
But the lovable Uncle Oski in Changeling on Wednesday.
I don't think he likes that terminology, lovable.
He is so lovable. We adore him.
And Mischievous Red, who you see not only here, but in our Changeling game and in our Demon game. Right over there. Mischievous Red, what you got going on?
Yeah, so I'm on a Final Fantasy kick, and I'm streaming Final Fantasy on my channel on Sundays at 5:30 Central. So check that out, because the new expansion's cool.
And, of course, re-rolls. Down here, Rashad, who's finally embracing that Giovanni heritage. What you got going on, Rashad, on the re-rolls channel?
This Sunday, we will be continuing our D&D game where our group are investigating a certain magical person missing a hand.
Uh-oh.
I know who that is.
Me too.
Yep. Didn't need that hand anyway. It's okay. Give it to the players. Let them play with the hand and the eye.
It's a bad hand.
No, it isn't. It's a good hand.
Choices will be made.
Yeah. So pop over to, it's Luke Skywalker, right, KoFi? So pop over to Rerolls to get that. You want to get some merch. Check out our merch channel over on Zazzle. Please sign in because it's, there's some adult shit. If you want to get a Camp Wish a Motherfucker Would counselor t-shirt, I think tonight they took some Sabat shovel heads in a train car to Camp Wish a Motherfucker Would because they went up like kindling.
No. Cat's got Camp Fuck Around Find Out.
Ah, okay. And as always, if you want to support the players, bits and donations go to the players, not to the studio. It's a way for you to give to the players. If you want to support the studio, of course, pop over to our KoFi. Subscribe here on Twitch. It gets rid of the ads, which is nice from Twitch because the ads suck, interrupt good role play. But also Twitch takes half. So check out our KoFi. Or if you're on YouTube, because look, this economy sucks. Greedflation is a thing. For free, you can comment on the video, like the video, and that drives up us in the search ratings, which means we get more viewers.
Yeah, the more
which
engagement
contributes.
we get on our viewers, the higher we rank in search algorithm on YouTube. So that means more people get introduced to our content. So, and that's free. And you don't have to type much. Seriously, like 5 words is enough, literally. But make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. It's free. You like it and you comment if you've watched a video, because that helps boost us without costing a dime.
Yeah. And, I put in 10 to 15 hours a week behind the scenes doing stream stuff. So, that's time and money I could do other things. I don't, but I could. So, and now I can turn it over to my lovely wife for the schedule.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for this amazing session of Kansas City, not Windy City. We haven't played Windy City in an age, but thank you so much. And coming up tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, we have Call of Cthulhu 7E, London Esoteric Society, with our amazing keeper, Dr. Tiss, and her intrepid investigators who are getting into all the things that they should not, but they are having a blast, or they think they are because they're insane doing it. And that's at 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. And Ree, are you going to be playing?
I will be there.
Awesome. So you can catch Ree there tomorrow with his other table mates as they do sus shit.
You're innie and
You're innie, not your outie. Mm-hmm.
And the new accountant.
The new accountant. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because an accountant in Call of Cthulhu, that's double evil.
That's rough, man.
You already need sanity checks just because you're an accountant.
Yeah, that's rough, man. But yeah.
Yep.
And then, of course, next week on Wednesday, we have Changeling, The Dreaming, Stained Glass, Season 2. Yeah.
Episode something. I don't.
Episode 5.
Oh, shit. Y'all passed the halfway point, too?
We passed the halfway point, too. Yeah. Yeah. And Mischievous Red is in it with me, as well as Junie Von Esch and Evie Eternal. And Unconscious Celestial, or Cozy Core if you're on our Discord, and also Ravnos Archon, run by the ST Maddox, who is excellent at ripping our fucking hearts out.
And the Trauma Bear. Don't forget the Trauma Bear. They're part of the cast, even though you don't see them.
The fucking Trauma Bear, point where the ST hurts you. Yeah. That Trauma Bear is part of the cast now. So, yeah.
And viewers, next Friday, Bo will be back.
Yes, Bo will be back with us next Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. We hope House enjoyed his vacation and his time away. I hope he had a wonderful time, but we'll be happy to see his...
Because he ain't getting one when he comes back.
No, but he will be waking up in a sex club.
That's right. Waking up and going to a sex party. It's great.
Yeah, I know you had an issue, but you got somewhere to go with us.
We got to go, baby. You ain't going to want to miss this, okay?
Yep.
Oh, no, I'm suggesting we actually wake him up when we're there.
He'll wake up on his own. That's the problem.
He'll wake up on his own when he gets hungry enough. Yeah.
Just tell Johnny to grab him when he wakes up. Stuff him in the van. And
Fred just put in Zoom check when it's going to be so awkward. I'm fucking here for it. Y'all go see a different side of Cat, but I'm just saying.
A marriage don't mean much to a revenant fucking turned kindred. It just, one of the revenant families. Yeah, that's, whatevers. And as always, everybody, when we end these streams, mental health, it's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. Please take not only your mental health seriously, but the mental health of others seriously. A lot of people are not okay. And though they mask it well, it just takes a kind voice, somebody reaching out, asking, are you okay, to help them out, keep them off the ledge that they might be on. And if you suffer from mental health, like many of us do, I didn't say mental health issues. If you suffer from mental health, because mental health is an up and down thing from everybody, please reach out to your support network. And if you can't, in chat's a list of numbers. You can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Be a professional on the end of the line to be the support you need. And if you're not in the U.S. or you're watching this on YouTube, go to findahelpline.com, put in your country of origin, and get the helplines in your country. Mental health is health. We want you to, take it seriously, but it's okay to not be okay. And before I let Mama do her part, I want to point a finger and laugh at Giuliani because his bankruptcy shenanigans were dismissed today, and now he's fucked. That's all. Now Mama can do her part.
Yeah. seriously, take care of yourselves. Take care of your mental wellness. Take some time to do some self-care for real if you can. If you can make time for that, please do, because it's important to do that. When you carry around a lot of stress for a long time, it just builds up. It doesn't dissipate. So take care of yourself. Recenter, okay? Focus on the here and now, and that, you're amazing. So please do that. And please take care of your physical well-being as well. Get your shots, get your checkups, get things checked out when it seems like things are off, and take your meds, drink your water, get some damn sunshine if you can. It's how we get our vitamin D the best way. So go get some sunshine. And do that. And of course, y'all know I got to do my little political spiel. Please, please, please make sure you're registered to vote. Make sure your registration is active and current and correct. Keep an eye on that leading up to the election, especially if you are in a generally more urban Democrat city in a Republican-controlled state. Do keep a very close eye on that, because they are known to purge voter rolls to fuck Democrats from voting in those states. Yes, it is election interference, and they get away with it. But make sure you vote in November. It's real fucking important, y'all. It's real fucking important. And I know we've got, bad on one hand and holy fuck, a fucking fascist and a malignant narcissist on the other. And it's like, what the fuck? But we have to do what we have to do. We have got to stop the GOP from moving forward with Project 2025. And if you have not looked into Project 2025, you need to. It is literally the stuff of human rights violations nightmares. Okay? You really need to look into it. It's not just affecting women's reproductive rights. It's not just affecting trans and LGBTQ people. It's affecting the elderly, the disabled, veterans, children, everyone that isn't white and has money. For fucking real. So, seriously, look into it. Know what we're trying to fight. Fucking turn up in November and vote blue. That's all I'm going to say.
And KoFi, there won't be a Zoom tonight, but maybe tomorrow night when I celebrate getting, metal out of my eye. Maybe. We'll see. I do thank everyone for coming. Great session. Good night. See you next time.
Good night, y'all.